have nothing more to do with Maxine's son. Perhaps. And maybe I will stand by every word I told Judy. And maybe not. And Pagan's noble cause might benefit from my film's premiere, or some other worthy charity will. I haven't made up my mind yet. Incidentally, which one of you bitches is my mother?
I demand to know, which one of you is pregnant?
I resent that.
I don't know what you're talking about. What in the hell are you talking about?
If you ever had a mother, which I seriously doubt, it certainly wasn't one of us.
And you brought us here for this.
Which one of you is pregnant?
Maybe all of us are. Stop lying! All of you! Don't lie to me anymore!
Helga Fassbinder. Judy Hale.
Doesn't she look lovely?
Maxime Pascal.
I just don't like it, that's all.
Your father worries about you.
Why shouldn't I worry? I think you should come home with us now.
Look, there's Pagan over there. You gotta meet Pagan.
Don't you worry, we'll meet her.
Pagan?
Those don't agree with you, Howard.
Why not? What's in it?
Don't waste too much time in Florence. There are only so many statues one can look at.
We're looking forward to Venice, most of all.
As Judy probably told you, I'm not too happy about the idea.
We're really quite capable of looking after ourselves, Mr. Hale.
Of course they are.
Still, 3 young girls on their own.
Dad, we've already set our whole itinerary. It's part of their education, Howard. Where are they growing up?
Oh, would you excuse me one moment?
Yes, she is. We've been looking for you everywhere. Congratulations, darling. And this is Selma, whom I've been writing to you about.
How do you do?
Glad to meet you on this auspicious occasion.
Selma's moved in with me. She's been so much help with the estate. Your grandfather left everything in such a mess. I don't know what I'd do without Selma. Do you think I ought to say something pleasant to the headmaster?
Unless you can think of something unpleasant.
I think I better.
Well, according to Mother's letters, you're on a par with Albert Schweitzer.
Really, she tends to exaggerate a little.
Sometimes more than a little.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't congratulate you properly. Congratulations, my dear.
Well, that start with. I can't say it was exactly gracious. Now, when am I going to meet all these marvelous friends of yours? There's still this one.
I will. Now, what am I going to do with this?
Oh, what is he in the back, darling?
No. Yes, it's fine. Right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, darling.
Be careful. Don't forget to
Don't pick up any hitchhikers. They'll never make it.
They'll make it.
If nothing else, we're sensational liars.
We were not lying, we were acting.
What's the difference?
Oh, here's a turn-off. Ah, here.
I hope there are no village gossips.
Dr. Genet said that we can trust them. He knows the people we're staying with. 5 more months to go. I wonder what there is to do around here.
Well, a lot of exercising for one thing.
La petite diligence sur le beau chemin de France s'en allait à.
You have a perfect and beautiful and very loud daughter.
£11 already. I hope she's not going to be fat. No, it's perfect for her age. I wonder if she has colic. Don't they? It's taking a long time. Any luck?
They'll do it.
What did you say?
The same story. That our boyfriends are in Paris. We can't bear to leave. It never fails.
Dear Mom and Dad, Salzburg is breathtaking. It has a quality all its own.
We ought to add something about coming home.
No! I said we'd be home for Christmas.
Not yet. We can't freeload off your aunt forever.
And what about Elizabeth?
Exactly. The sooner we get started with our own lives, the sooner she'll be with one of us.
Right. And soon I'll be redecorating mansions for nouveau riche. And I'll be finishing my first bestseller. And Pagan will be... Pagan will be doing something brilliant and special.
Absolutely. Any suggestions?
You'll find something.
Yes, and I'll have the world right here.
Through thick and thin. No, thick and thin.
Oh, they're leaving.
One moment! We're just closing the envelopes.
Thank you so much.
Your boyfriends are sure lucky.
Pencil. Unclench. Thanks. You can shut up now.
Yeah.
Jimmy, get in here. You two, Frank, Dave, come on, all hell's breaking loose.
I gotta hang up now. Okay, I'll get back.
Okay, shut the door. I've always wanted to see hell break loose.
What do you think is going on?
Probably more about the Bay of Pigs mess. And just what do you do?
Don't you read your fashion tidbits in the Sunday magazine section?
Avidly. Terrific! You're on your way to a Pulitzer.
Which you've undoubtedly won 3 times.
Twice.
Big deal.
So I'm a natural liar. Hey!
Yes?
You didn't ask me what I do.
All right. What do you do?
Real estate news.
Now I believe the 2 Pulitzers.
Hey!
What now?
Can I interest you in a very expensive lunch? I apologize for the service. It's usually better.
Do me a favor. Don't take me for any cheap lunches.
Gotta admit one thing.
What?
It's better than the Bay of Pigs.
adjust.
I'm serious, Tom. The only reason they have me doing fashion is because of my sex. There are a lot of men who are more interested in clothes styles than I am.
Well, sort of men.
But they'd let them cover Vietnam. Would they let me cover Vietnam?
So what, you want to be, a famous war correspondent?
Temporarily.
How about permanently?
I'm not looking for domestic bliss, if that's what you mean.
Good. I'll settle for a long, passionate affair.
You know, someday, I'm gonna have a magazine of my own.
I'll buy that.
It'll be for women, but men will want to read it too, because the feminine slant won't be a second-class citizen slant. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Look, women are beginning to wake up. A lot of them don't go for that cooking and cleaning stuff anymore. Do you know how many things women can do just as well as men and they never get a chance to?
Name 6.
The Supreme Court, conducting a major symphony orchestra, umpiring the finals at Forest Hills.
Okay.
I'm gonna have that magazine someday.
Maybe you'll want a partner.
I thought you said you were willing to settle for an affair.
Business before pleasure.
Chazal? Monsieur de Chazal.
Hello. Would you mind going around the back? I can't seem to get the front door open. Excuse me. The dust. And thank you for not saying Gesundheit. I'm allergic to that, too.
To Gesundheit?
To all automatic and ungenuine expressions of feeling. Note the exquisite antique paneling. The initials were carved by American and German soldiers, though I believe it was the Wehrmacht commandant who used much of the furniture for firewood. There's also a vineyard attached to the estate, about 200 acres, equally neglected. My family have allowed everything to deteriorate, the business, the property, and now it's all fallen on my shoulders. Frankly, I don't know where to begin. Well, any suggestion, apart from burning the place down?
Well, I think it has marvelous possibilities.
Oh, you can't be serious.
If you didn't think so, why did you send for me?
I didn't send for you. My aunt and your aunt are friends. I think they used this shamble to bring us together.
You mean they wasted both our time?
Not necessarily.
How many acres did you say?
About 200. There was a time when our champagne was considered one of the best.
And now?
We aren't producing nearly enough at the moment. The average yield from an acre should be about 5,600 liters.
Oh, you know a lot about champagne business.
After all, my family has lived here for centuries. I should mention that the family fortune has declined, along with everything else.
I can give you an estimate in a few days. I don't think it will be exorbitant. And I think it must be done.
then that leaves the question of whether you wish to do it.
Definitely. If you go along with my ideas.
I see. Then I have to insist on one condition.
What's that?
That when we are together, you don't scratch your head with a pencil.
Gesundheit.
Excuse me. Yes, sir.
What are you doing here? What are you doing in my room? Where are my clothes? Where are all my things?
I don't know.
Carrot juice, half a glass, or grapefruit slices, watercress salad, no dressing, of course, and then for the entree...
What are those obesities doing in my room?
Just a minute, dear. I'm giving Albertino the menu.
To hell with the bloody menu. I want those people out of there.
What people?
There are 2 fat blubbers in my room.
There can't be. Where's Selma? Selma? There must be some mistake. Selma will straighten it out. Selma? Selma? Pagan says there's some people in her room.
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Hutchinson. They'll be here for 2 weeks.
Not in my room, they won't.
The Whitesides extended their stay. We're full up. I had nowhere else to put them.
But that's Pagan's room. She's had it since she was a child.
We're running a business, Millicent. How often must I remind you?
And just where am I supposed to go?
I've had your belongings taken to the gardener's cottage.
But that hasn't been used for years.
It's being tidied up. I'm having a divan bed put in.
A divan bed? You mean I won't have to sleep on the floor?
It will only be for 2 weeks.
Perhaps longer.
I know why you're doing this.
Maybe with nice curtains and a carpet, it could be quite cozy.
Ask her why she's doing this.
Well, she's just explained.
We're overbooked. Besides, you're not here half the time. You're always off to London, to parties and dances. And when you are here, you make no contribution. None at all.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Isn't that it?
What on earth are you talking about?
She knows what I'm talking about.
Your daughter's being crude and malicious as usual.
I want my room back.
I'm afraid that's impossible for the time being.
I want it now.
I'm sorry.
How can you let her do it? Don't you see what she's doing? You've let her take over. You're just her flunky.
Your mother has made me her partner, legally.
She deserved it, dear. She literally saved us from bankruptcy. Health Farm was her idea.
And I've worked night and day to make it succeed, while you've been playing.
Either she goes, or I do.
But I couldn't run this place without Selma. I couldn't begin to.
Thank you, Mother.
Pagan! Pagan! Why don't you telephone Uncle Harold? He loves you to visit. And it's Ascot this week. You always enjoy Ascot.
Have you done the dinner menu?
Cash again?
Oh, I find cash makes most things so much simpler, don't you?
I'll forward it as usual.
Will you also include a request for more snapshots of the child? At least 3 more.
Very nice. Once more.
Blow the bubble.
Very good.
I think I like number 5 in the next one.
No, it's carrying far too much weight. Yeah, there's the fellow with the answers. Your Royal Highness, may I present Lord Pennell, Prince Abdullah of Cyprus.
How do you do, Your Royal Highness?
My pleasure.
And his niece.
Pagan.
You two know each other?
We've met.
You got anything good for the next race, sir?
Yes, I have a rather nice filly running in it. I've named her the Queen of China.
Do you think she'll win?
I think she has an excellent chance. Thank you, thank you.
We had a little something on it.
I'm so glad. I must see you tonight.
Dancing has improved.
It remains a minor accomplishment. Or should I say a preamble to more important things. My hotel is nearby.
You've seen one royal suite, you've seen them all.
Payne, I ask you most humbly.
Didn't you say it was nearby?
A few blocks.
Let's walk. It's such a lovely evening.
why not?
Manurid al-Sayara. They insist that we use the car.
An evening stroll is romantic. Being driven to a man's hotel is not.
Well, they're simply carrying out their instructions. There was an attempt on the life of one of our ambassadors last month. I'm afraid it's an order.
You've forgotten. I don't take orders.
Yilja, al hotel.
Wait.
As you said, it is a beautiful evening.
Well, you're a bit early. You all right? You look pale.
I'm all right.
Well, those might put a bit of colour in your cheeks. It came just after you left. There's a card. I hope you don't mind my reading it. I just wanted to know who they were from.
Doesn't matter.
Pretty steamy stuff, especially coming from a prince.
Whom I'll never see again.
Well, judging by what he wrote, if you don't, it'll be your own silly fault. And what was all that about?
As if you didn't know.
What a champagne house tried to do is produce a wine that is always the same quality and taste. The only way this consistency can be acquired is by blending. And this is my blender. The reputation of my firm depends on his palate, his eye, his nose. I agree. The first bottling usually takes place sometime after April.
After April?
Yes, after April. Then we add a little cane sugar to begin the second fermentation. Come this way. The second fermentation is when the champagne acquires its sparkle. This fermentation builds up to an explosive pressure of gas. So, a good cork is vital.
Oh, Charles.
The cellar floor's cold. You shouldn't have left your coat in the car.
Charles.
As you see, I didn't exaggerate. Thank you. Please come this way. Deterioration is shameless. I shall have to work night and day to rebuild, to modernize. My paternal grandfather, the black sheep of the family. For some strange reason, he preferred hard work to pleasure.
Still, it got him a statue.
True. But I've never yet seen a statue that looked very happy. The bottle I left in the cellar for a year, maybe two, so that the sediment from the wine can drain down slowly onto the cork.
The cork?
Yes. It was Dom Perignon's brilliant idea to seal the bottle with a cork to stop the gas escaping. Then there's the matter of how sweet the wine should be. The liqueur is increased accordingly. Extra dry, demi-doux, and doux, which is disgustingly sweet and will never be served at our table.
Our table?
Of course. You haven't seen this bay. You must see this. Take them off.
No, no, not here, Charles.
Off.
How did you do it?
I didn't. My wife did.
Where is she? I must meet her.
She's here somewhere. I'll find her.
No, no, no. La, 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 la. Oh, Charles, congratulations.
Thank you.
I don't know how she managed all this, and snaring you and getting pregnant all at the same time.
Maxine is a many-faceted young woman.
Jeans, darling, jeans. You should have seen me in my prime.
But you're still in your prime.
Oh, of course. It just doesn't show anymore.
I disagree.
Oh, well, in that case, is an affair with one's aunt considered incestuous?
Only if one's wife is 6 months pregnant.
Oh, my luck. Oh, by the way, where is she? Where's she hiding?
She has 2 of her old school friends visiting her. I think she must be with them.
No.
I love this one.
Me too.
Oh, look at this face. We've got to get copies.
Oh, from any angle. She's beautiful.
And brilliant.
And special.
She'll adore being here.
Yes. In time.
What does that mean?
I mean, I need a little time.
Why? You're the first one with a husband, the first one with a home.
Fantastic home.
We agreed on it.
Yes, the first one who got on her feet.
But I'm not on my feet. And I underestimate the cost of the redecoration. And Charles' champagne business is a mess. And I have to help him. And I need time. Besides, I don't know how he will take it.
Well, there's one way to find out.
You're not to tell him.
Don't upset her while she's preggers.
Anyway, I don't see you sending for her, Judy.
Maxine?
Oh, wait a moment, darling.
I say 1 more year maximum.
Right, and that's it.
No matter what, 1 more year. All right, darling, come in.
I'm sorry to break this up.
Not to worry.
We were just talking over old times.
Pagan is off to have a romance with a prince. And Judy's getting an exciting assignment.
Really?
Preston and Howard, they're flying. Now, 8 companies along this ridge.
When can I get up there?
I'm afraid that's impossible.
Lieutenant, I didn't come all this way to look at maps. I want to see what's going on.
Look, I'm sorry, Miss A. You've been away.
Would you say that if I weren't a woman?
Are you calling me a male chauvinist?
No, sir. I'm calling you a lousy bigot.
Don't worry, Judy. We'll protect you.
Yeah. But who's going to protect her from us?
Good question. A rape in a foxhole. I like it. I like it.
Shh. Watch it. I thought you wanted to get the feel of combat.
One more time, you get the Purple Heart. The hard way.
Didn't like that one. No way. Rick, take her back to base.
No.
Hey, you want to get your free bucks out?
I'm staying.
What the hell for?
Get smart, honey. Go on home. Have some kids.
Down!
Okay. Hero rape is over. Rick, come on. I can't...
First past the almond tree.
You're on.
All right.
I thought this was the sport of kings.
Your horse was carrying far less weight.
No excuses. You owe me another oil well.
All right. But next time, I choose our lance.
I'm with me.
Giddy up!
It's so easy, pagan.
Come on, giddy up!
Come on!
Giddy up!
Get up!
Giddy up! Come on!
Bravo!
I hope one of you is an osteopath.
I'll have my oil well back now, thank you. You are not impressed?
When you've seen one oasis, you've seen them all.
I thought it only right to reward the loser.
The very sore loser.
I'm sorry about that. But at least now you know the difference between camels and horses. And it was a way for us to be alone.
What about the nomads?
The nomads? The nomads have their instructions. The car will be here for us in 3 hours.
3 hours?
I'm sure we'll manage to pass the time somehow. For example, I could tell you of my plans for reclamation of the desert. Is what I said so amusing?
No, it's just that it's all so... It's straight out of an old silent film.
With one major difference. I believe they were quite heavily censored.
You were going to tell me about your reclamation plans.
I think that I should make a confession instead.
Oh, good. I love confessions.
Do you remember our first encounter? How I boasted of all my experiences of making love?
At all the lessons you'd had.
But the part about the lessons was true. But until I met a certain headstrong English girl, there had been only theory.
Then you had a very good teacher.
Except he didn't tell me that my first love would be everlasting.
Are you certain it will be?
Aren't you?
Pay no attention, darling. The other children are jealous of you.
Exactly. Because they have only one mother, and you have 2.
Angelina, and who else?
It's a secret.
Why?
The reason why is part of the secret.
Why can't you tell me?
Because we don't know either.
All we know is that she's very beautiful and very kind.
And thinking about you, always.
And one day soon, she is going to come for you.
When? How soon?
While you're galloping across the desert with your Rudolph Valentino, spare a thought for this out-of-work, hard-working girl. Yes, I've quit my job and am devoting my time to the book. I think some of it's good. And some of it stinks. But I'll make my publisher's deadline, and I haven't forgotten the other date we set. By then, the book should be out and a smash hit. I hope. Dear Judy, the baby is wonderful. Charles is wonderful. Life is wonderful. I tried dropping a hint about Alexander having a sister. But Charles just thought I wanted to get pregnant again. Never mind. At the right time, I shall make it clear. But first, we must get our business on its feet. Charles has been working very hard at it, and I'm trying to help.
After living like a queen, it's going to be rather difficult becoming a commoner again. But of course, there's always a chance that I won't have to. In the palace, we're not allowed to be together in the biblical sense. I can't wait to spend a whole night with him. I haven't met my possible future father-in-law yet. Not that he's avoiding me, just seriously ill. But there's a state ball tonight, big occasion, and he's supposed to be there. Incidentally, there are 68 rooms here. That should be enough space for a certain young lady to frolic in.